You know, I have a massive problem with New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. It's 2022. Everybody's going into the new year, and they're saying, I'm going to work out more this year. I'm going to read more books this year. I'm going to spend more time with my family this year. I'm going to travel more this year. I'm going to be in shape by the end of this year. I'm going to find a girlfriend. I'm going to find a wife by the end of this year. And the problem with New Year's resolutions is that people only think about how they can improve themselves for a week or two. They get a gym membership, they make a commitment, and then there's two problems. Number one, they don't care for the other 50 weeks out of the year. And number two, after those 2 weeks are over, you know what they do? They go back on their own word and they teach their own brain that whenever I say I'm going to do something, then I don't actually mean it, because I said I was going to go to the gym 4 days a week for the rest of the year. I said I was going to read a book a week for the rest of the year, and I didn't do it. That's why I have a problem with New Year's resolutions, and that's why I've never made them. So the question I want to ask you today is, did you make a New Year's resolution? Or do you do what I do, and you're constantly, every single day, looking for ways to improve? You know, this channel has been active for over 4.5 years, almost 4.5 years now, and I have made content on it pretty much every single day ever since then. You know, yesterday, or today, this is going out on Monday the 3rd, today was the first day that I voluntarily took off the channel in probably 3 years. I was a little sick, I have a little bit of a sniffle, you know, I feel okay, I'm talking right now, obviously. This was the first time in, I don't even know how long, that I've taken time off the channel that wasn't planned in advance. I texted Tim last night, I said, hey, can you host the show tomorrow? I just need a day off. And he said, yeah, sure, no, totally. So, and he did a great job, by the way. You know, the thing is, it's consistency. It's improving every single day. This is a very simple video. I'm not trying to make it complicated. It is incredibly simple. People want to try and teach you that a New Year's resolution is a great way to get yourself back on the right track, or it's the beginning of quarter 2, and I'm going to say in this quarter, I'm going to read 5 books. Instead of going into the new year thinking about ways that you can improve yourself, why don't you think about that every single day? Why don't you get out in the hunt? You know, the lion gets hungry when he doesn't have any food in his belly. Keep yourself a little hungry. You know how boring it is when you're full and you're sitting there and you're sleeping and you're lazy? That is not a fun life. You know, I had a video game addiction for a very long time. I overcame video games last year. I completely deleted my Steam account. For anybody who watches, for anybody who knows what gaming is, I had over 10,000 hours on that account, probably about $1,500 worth of games, all kinds of games, Factorio, you know, Civilization 5 and 6, you know, all these different games. I have 800, 900 hours in Unturned, you know, so many different games I put so many hours into. And I told myself a number about 4 years ago, right around the time I started this YouTube channel. The number is 8,760. That's the number of hours in a year. And I wanted to teach myself that number to put it into perspective just how much time I was wasting. And that terrified me. And I've been trying to overcome them for a while, and I have victory over it now. You know, I haven't played a video game in about 4 months. There's nothing wrong with video games. I don't think there's anything, you know, sinful or wrong about them, but I don't want to spend my life growing in something that is not pushing me towards the purpose that God has called me for. God didn't call me to be an expert video game player. He didn't call me to be great at Humankind or Civilization 6 or League of Legends or Minecraft. He called me to build a business that I can use as a ministry and share the gospel with millions of people. That's what I was called to do. So here is the takeaway from this video. Number 1, did you make a New Year's resolution and pat yourself on the back because, oh, I'm thinking about self-improvement now? You got a long way to go, friend. We all do. But self-improvement is not something that you do between Christmas and New Year's Eve. That is something that you need to be doing every single day. Take your Sabbath, take your rest, I get that. But you need to be improving every single day, because if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. It's very simple. There's no standing still in life. You cannot stand still. If you're not moving, you just don't realize you're moving backwards because everybody else is moving forward. The world advances and you will be left behind if you don't start to improve. The second point I want to make is this. What are some of the things in your life that are not contributing to the purpose that you have been called to? And maybe you don't know what your purpose is. But I have a feeling if you audit your life and you look at the things that are taking your time and you realize, oh, this is something that's fulfilling to me, this is something that I would love to do for the rest of my life, then you will realize that that has something to do with your purpose. If you're married, your husband or your wife is part of your purpose. Your children are part of your purpose. If you're a business owner, your business is hopefully part of your purpose. Maybe you're a professional video game player and that's your purpose. I don't know. Maybe you're an esports guy, girl. Audit your life and see what is pushing you in the direction that you want to see yourself in 20 years and what isn't. And here's a final tip for you. Learn to love the things that take hard work that are pushing you in the right direction. For example, I want to be able to have stamina to work 12, 14-hour days if I need to. So I decided about 2 years ago, hey, I want to start working out regularly. I want to get in shape. That's why I signed up for this triathlon. If you guys don't know it, I'm doing a sprint triathlon on March 20th. I suck at cardio. I'm terrible at cardio. I'm growing though. The reason I did that is because it's going to help to push me towards my purpose of having the stamina to run the business as a ministry that I own, that God owns, and that I'm stewarding. And so what I did, because at first I didn't like working out, what I did is I learned to love and learn to find passion in the things that are pushing me in the right direction. So let's say part of what you want to do to improve is that you want to read 52 books in this year. That's one of my goals. I want to read 52 books this year. It's a book a week. Instead of trying to force myself to do that, I'm going to teach myself to love doing it. And it'll make it a lot easier. Cut the fat. What do you have in your life that you are spending time on that is a complete and utter waste of time? What is it? And please, 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 please do not fall for this New Year's resolution crap. You need to be finding ways to set new goals, grow yourself every single day, because if you don't, you will get left behind. And I promise you, you don't want that to happen. You want to be the one that is living your life. You don't want your life living you. I've been in that situation. I know a lot of people that are. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. Being very successful and being very poor are both hard. There's no such thing as an easy life. Pick your hard. I picked being disciplined. I picked working. And I fail every single day. I am not saying that I am the king of this. This video is made just as much for me as it is for you. But maybe you'll find value out of it. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to go watch the first episode of Why Bitcoin. It went up on the channel on Friday. The next episode will be out this Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The reason that you should watch that is because that is content that we're making specifically so that you can go and evangelize why Bitcoin to your friends and family. If somebody is asking you, why should I buy Bitcoin? That's the video for you. I think it is one of the most highly produced videos. It is the most highly produced video that we've ever made. I think it's one of the most highly produced evangelistic videos about Bitcoin on YouTube. So make sure to go and check that out. It's back on the channel, a couple of uploads. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.